process to do it over a year. Usually we do it maybe a little bit quicker this time, but this time we had a lot of time, and so it was very interesting. We had a lot of sessions and a lot of things to choose from, songs. Some of it not finished, but we had a lot to choose from, material. But it all came down to this 12 songs that you can hear on the new record called Living Above the Cyclone, Firestorm. So, yeah, but it's the record is about, you know, the times we're living, very uncertain times, and you know, things can happen anytime. But there's one guy who told us a long time ago how to, you know, deal with our fears, and that's to live above them, or face them, to, you know, to yeah, to make them not so big in our lives, because we should not live in fear. We should live in faith, and that's the guy of faith I'm talking about, Jesus Christ himself, who calmed the storm and everything like that. So that's the message of the title and the album, that you can actually live above the uncertainty that is in the world right now, with you know, nuclear attack, whatever. There is a way to handle it, and that's with faith, that there's a world that we cannot see, that we can enter into, even if the worst thing happen, you know, with nuclear weapons being launched, everyone dies. Well, there's a life after death, and that's what, yeah, the title is about also, that we can, yeah, we don't live to live in fear. So. Well, since it's about the times we're living in, and it's a lot of things, so it was not hard to find, you know. We have this, when we started it, we had this vaccine hysteria, so song number 2 is about that. Yeah, and other things, you know, mostly it's about dealing with the fear that the mass media try to pump on us for different things, both the, you know, the pandemic and the vaccine, and now the war. It's about dealing with that and trying to find a way above it, you know, living above it, and not being too, you cannot avoid it, we have to live in this world, but still our focus is on something else, something above it, and that's you know, God. And a lot of things, a lot of lyrics are inspired from the Bible, so that's where we find the inspiration. Yeah. The easiest song, if you start with that, that's the instrumental ones, you know, not so much to think about lyrics and stuff like that. So we have a message, but sometimes it's good to just have the music and some relaxing things, because everybody cannot, of course, understand the message all the time, and that's okay. You maybe understand it 10 years later or something like that. So, but the instrumental ones was easiest to record, and not so many overdubs. Some of them are very easy to do, like Yeshua, Pop 22 was one of them. And that's, yeah, one take, you know, Damir did guitar riff, I played the drums, and then just some bass and synthesizers. It was, yeah, quick one. So, and it's a really good one, so check it out. And yeah, the trickiest then to record was one called Territorial Commander, I would say.
rituals. I'm tired of you waving hands. I wanna see your humble hearts. Soldiers under one command. Territorial.
It's about the Salvation Army, by the way. You didn't get that. Territorial commander is their, chief or the boss of the Salvation Army. In every country, they have a territorial commander. So, and it's about the original idea of Salvation Army. I really like, and so, but they have become a little bit, tradition and not so alive as they were in the beginning. So. The lyrics is about we hope that they come back to their original idea, not just be some tradition organization. So that's what the lyrics are about. But with the instruments, we had some really good drumming by Damir, but we weren't happy with the sound of it. I wanted some more industrial sound, so we changed the drums. So we actually had to play drums on the synthesizer the same way Damir drummed it on the real drum kit. So that was a challenge to do that, but I think it came out pretty good in the end. So that was a tricky one, but yeah.
Yes, we are thinking about doing a couple of things this year, and we will start off with on the 4th of June, not the 4th of July, but 4th of June, where we will play a special concert, and it will be outdoors in Motala, our home city. So we will play there and we'll have some great fun, I suspect. Yes, we have a lot of memories, so it will be very hard to pick out just one, but for me personally, maybe we had a crazy concert in Skänninge many years back, and there was a lot of wind and there was stuff flying around because of the heavy storms. Maybe a little bit of biblical proportions there too, but it was fun. And we also had someone in the crowd who was really into the music also, so we were playing and dancing with the crowd as well. Some old friends who showed up. And yeah, that's one great memory. We have many, but we also have the forest punk rock sessions, which we have done back in the woods, where we play our instruments in the woods, and yeah, it's a great, lots of fun to do that too. There's a lot of things happening. When we started back in 2002, there was a lot more focus on maybe getting signed by record companies. But that has changed a lot since then, and we realized quickly that it's better to release our music ourselves on our own record company, the WUV Records, which we have our own little label where we release our own records. And therefore we also have better control over the final product. And we can play and have the messages that we wish to have without any interference from any record company and such. So it's been perfect to have our own record company. And yeah, so it's also gone full circle, you can say, because when we started there was not much interest in vinyl LP records, but now it's again, there's been a lot of more interest in releasing vinyls, and we have released quite a lot of vinyls also, both singles and full albums with worthy materials of songs. So yeah, it's been great. So yes, to make up our own questions. Well, will you still be around in 50 years? And the answer will be, we might be, yes, but in 50 years we might also be up in heaven already, so we might be rocking in heaven with Jesus, so we will be around in one or another way, of course. So that's the easy answer to that question.